Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited to share with you guys my thoughts, a mini review on every single product that I own under the Makeup by Mario line. If you guys have followed me for a long time, I'm sure you remember or know that I am a huge fan of Mario. I went to his masterclass. It was one of the first ones he ever had in New York in 2011. I got to meet him. I was in the front row. And I just love the way he does makeup. I feel like he truly looks at every beautiful feature a woman has and tries to accentuate it without hiding anything. And I just really feel like he truly understands formula and how makeup should apply more than just your beautiful packaging and all of that. So when he came out with the makeup line, which was just a matter of time, he's done collaborations with Kim and a few other companies here and there. I was just so excited, but I was also very nervous because I wanted to feel as good about him as I do even after trying out his products. And I was so hoping that he wouldn't miss the mark. So in this video, I am going to show you all the products that I own under his line and how I use them. I'm gonna apply everything for you, as many of the products as I can. The eye is the only thing that I've already done beforehand. But I am going to talk through what I own, what I think about each product, the color, the formula, and show you also as I go how to apply some of them too. I think it'll be really fun and informative to see somebody use these products firsthand. So you guys will get to notice things and see things that are different than just talking about it. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk about is his Master Mattes palette. I just love this. I actually am not really a big matte eyeshadow girl, just because matte eyeshadows tend to be chalky, they aren't that blendable, they can have this weird gray tinge, all of that. But I knew that if I had to give anybody a chance with their matte eyeshadows, it would be Mario, just because I look up to him. I think he's an amazing artist. And you guys can see how much I have used this. So my entire smoky eye that I have on right now is from this palette as well. I always blend these two colors into my crease. Then I have darkened it up with that color and then added a little bit of that as well. I do not have either of those two colors on, the black or that very dark brown. And then I have this color just on underneath my eyebrows. Just super, super blendable, and I can show you how pigmented it is as well. That's the brown. It is this one right here. I love this one. If I had to pick just one color from this palette, that would be it. I also really enjoyed that color as like a singular color all over my lid. And this palette has just become my go-to for every day. When I want to create something that doesn't require much thought, like this one, of course, is a smoky eye. It took a little bit longer because I'm filming and I wanted it to look good. But if I'm just going up to my normal work, I use this color for all over my lid. I'll use those two in my crease, and that's it. If you have also had bad experiences with matte eyeshadow palettes, I think that you should definitely give this a try because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I also just love how little it is. This is also, because of that reason, it's come with me on travel as well, just because it's so easy. The second you have a very large palette, you have to think things through a little bit more, like, can I take it with me, can I not? This is like a universal yes, like you can fit it anywhere. So love that. So that is the eyeshadow. Next, I want to get into the pencil eyeliners. I have them here. He has 4 shades. I have bought 3 of them. He has this beautiful blue color. There is the black, of course, and a plum shade. So I actually have the blue on right now, and I'm gonna get super close here so you guys can see it. While I love the formula of these, like there is no better formula of eyeliner in my opinion at all, I feel like there's a difference between each color. The black is the creamiest, which I think is excellent because that is probably the most universally used eyeliner color anyway. The blue, I felt like when I put it on, it just hasn't shown up as brightly. And I really like pushed it on, so I don't understand because it's down here, it's also in my top lash line. And it's definitely less abrasive than the black, but it's still not as bright as I would have liked it to be because here in the packaging, it is so bright. And let me swatch it for you. It is a darker blue, but I just wish that it would show up a little bit more. It's super pigmented, all of that, but I don't know. It hasn't been as amazing as I would have liked it to be. And I feel kind of the same about the plum. It's beautiful, but it's not as amazing in formula or texture as the black. and it's almost black. So again, I feel like unless somebody's like in your face, you're not gonna be able to really see. And I feel like sometimes with makeup, these little nuances are really beautiful. They're very special and they're fun to notice, but I kind of wish that he had done them up a little bit brighter, you know? But on the other end, if people are scared of these types of colors, you will have great luck because they're not gonna look as bright or as scary as you might think. Then is his eyeliner, which is liquid. This, you guys, is amazing. Look at the felt tip. It is such a thin point. And it comes on like a dream. I'm not gonna do a whole lot, but let me just add a little bit. I don't want to like change up my look a lot. You probably can't even like see anything. This eyeliner, you guys, I always struggle with liquid eyeliner. It's not easy to use, and I understand that, but if you are going to want to learn how to use liquid liner, this is the best one to do it with. That is because the felt tip, even though I've used it so much, has not become blunt, which means that this felt that he's used is just high quality. It doesn't become blunt, it doesn't twist, so you're gonna be able to really get that sharp wing or just a sharp cut look with this eyeliner, which I don't think is that easy to get with other ones. So love that. Then moving on to the face, I have already put on my foundation and concealer, and I have powder just in my nose region because I would have gotten oily if I hadn't. But now I wanted to show you guys how to use his face products. I have the Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick in dark, and that is basically a contour. And I wanted to show you guys how to use that. So I tried on the medium dark one and I didn't really like that. So here it is, the retractable formula, or retractable packaging, I should say. And you guys can see that I've used it a lot. I always suggest to use it at an angle and not to go in and stamp it like this. If you use the angle, you'll get less on. So I would always go up by the top of the ear and try to cut across diagonally. And you would always try to get higher than lower, because if it's higher up, you can move it down. But if it is too low, your face is gonna look like you've got cheekbones that are just cut really low, and it's gonna change the whole shape of your face. And now you can go in and stamp some more on if you want to, once you've got that basic cut. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side. You guys can see how emollient that is. I hope you guys can see it because I took it off and I'm like, wow, that just blended like a dream. Same thing up here. So I always go in with a bronzer before blush, and you'll see why. So I'm not too concerned. I know this one's a little bit lower than this one, but I can always move this down. Then here is this brush with the 5 little ball looking things, and I just love it. So good. So I like to go in with a stippling motion at first to see what can be accomplished, then go up a little higher and pull the formula. With cream products, you guys, it always takes a little while, so you have to be able to play with it and give it that time. It's just not something that you can do super quick on the go with stuff like this. But that's what I'm doing. And if you notice, at the end right here, I'm rounding it upward. You don't want to cut down here. It's gonna look like that fake plastic surgery type of look. So that's why I'm cutting it upward at an angle to round out your cheek and still have some shape. And then I like to take what's left in my brush and kind of move it upward into the temples. And now directly on that line is where I am. And I'm just pushing it through. So it's a lot about the pressure of your hand, a constant rubbing and stippling motion, but you don't want to be too rough and rub too much because you're going to be moving the foundation underneath as well. After all, that is liquid. So I have essentially put it all over my blush region except for the apples of my cheeks. And that is gonna just make the blush that we put on top blend and look so good. And you'll see, I know that this one looks like a sharper sculpt than this one, but as you add the blush, then we can go back in and tweak where we need. So I'm gonna use Mario's Soft Pop Blush Stick in Earthy Pink. This is another contour stick. I really love the formula of this, you guys, because it blends in a really beautiful way while still being a thicker formula. So it's not like those cream blushes that are so thin where you put them on, you just see skin underneath it because it pulls off everything. And it's not the kind of formula which glistens so much, even though it's cream, that it accentuates patches and texture, because I definitely have that. So I don't like formulas like that. So this is Earthy Pink. It's like a dusty pink. I'm placing that right here, going back. So with a Sculpt, I actually do like to go in and place blush on the apples of my cheeks as opposed to just back here. I think it makes you look more youthful. And same with the back of this contour stick, we're gonna blend it. So you're gonna blend it into your contour as well. And if you ever feel like you have too much on, take a foundation brush or anything like that and just go over it. I don't even have any foundation on it, but whatever is left on this brush will help take away a little bit of the excess. And then whatever's left on here, I'm just gonna add it to my nose, up here, on the temples, and there you have it. And so you guys can see that it's glistening a little bit, but not in that super shiny type of way, if you guys know what I mean. But I love how this looks. It's right here. It is making me look more youthful. And it's pink, which I haven't worn in forever, but I just love the formula and I love how sheer it can really get. So with a cream blush, while it requires more time and effort to put it on, in my opinion, I also feel like it gives you the most youthful and simple look. It isn't that bright. If I were to put on as much blush as I just did, but with a powder, it would be so much more noticeable. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put on my highlight by Makeup Geek, and this is the color Ignite, just up here, because there's already kind of a sheen and highlight going on down here anyway. Just to kind of finish off the look. And then the last product that I have for you guys, which is the Soft Sculpt Bronzer in the powder form. This is also the color Dark, but I do have to say that the color Dark here and the color Dark here in powder and cream form are completely different. This one has a lot more red to it. This one definitely does not, which is why I like this in the form that I've put it on. But I do like to have a powder form to put it on my forehead. And to just sort of blend things out. With darker skin, sometimes you get discoloration, and I like to blend that kind of stuff out or camouflage it with a powder bronzer. So I'm gonna take a brush like this. A little goes a very long way. This is extremely pigmented, and I'm gonna actually start down here. I like to just go up here. The hairline is so important, you guys. It also helps with my large forehead. So this product, you guys, is extremely blendable. It is extremely pigmented, and therefore choosing the right color is very important, because when you go in with something darker than your skin color and you've added it on, you can't really take it off. So you definitely have to swatch this and make sure you guys love this and love the color of it. But again, I just love the pigmentation of it. And he has 6 colors, I believe. So in terms of the Makeup by Mario makeup line in general, I have absolutely loved his products so far. The ones that I have tried are the ones that I just think are better for me. I'm not really into some of the other products that he has, like the glitter eyeshadows and things like that. But everything that I have tried, I have really loved. Formulation-wise, I really feel like it is so many notches above so many much more expensive companies. I just think that he sometimes has too few of everything in every category, so I'm sure it'll evolve over time. but he has done such an amazing job, and I think it is worth absolutely every penny. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any questions regarding this makeup line, don't forget to post them down below. I will respond to each and every person. Please give this a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram. That is where you'll kind of get to see my daily makeup finds and just other things that I, do in life and enjoy. And I will see you guys later. Bye.